And whew, what a day. What a day. What a day. I hope you've had a productive day. It's been productive. It's been a little crazy today. So hopefully the crazy is not contagious for you. Hopefully it's been okay. It's one of those days where you're like, wait, what day is it? What day is it in this week? So I'm glad to see you today. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for those watching live and for those watching on replay. I definitely appreciate you being here. But if this is your first time tuning in and you're wondering who I am, and wait a minute, Laura, don't you go live on Wednesdays for Down and Dirty Networking? Yes, you are correct. So here's the deal. I go live every Wednesday for networking know-how to help you learn how to network more effectively and stress-free like we do in our Down and Dirty Networking online community. And so it's not Wednesday. Well, something special is happening. Tomorrow, we are having our very exclusive virtual sneak peek event. See, we are an online community of like-minded professionals who co-elevate, collaborate, and connect. And our membership is closed. We do monthly events, and they're absolutely closed to the public, except every so many months, we do a virtual sneak peek event. And this is your exclusive chance to see and test drive Down and Dirty Networking. So if you'd like to get a glimpse of what Down and Dirty Networking is all about, tomorrow is your chance. So if you DM me sneak peek or you put in the comments the word sneak peek, I will send you the link so that you can learn more and you can go ahead and register. So what I'm doing is from last Wednesday's networking know-how to tomorrow, I'm going live every single day. And tomorrow, I'll go live after the sneak peek for a recap so you can kind of see how everything went. But today you still have a chance to kind of figure out if this is going to be a fit for you. And so the daily lives are my chance to answer your questions. So if you have a question about networking or what to expect, pop it in chat and I'll absolutely answer it for you. And this is true even if you're watching on replay. Go ahead and pop your question in and I'll absolutely get it answered for you. So who am I if we haven't connected yet? Let me introduce myself. How rude of me to not introduce myself if we have not yet connected. I'm Laura Morlando, the Stress Commando, and I am the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And so we've got a couple different questions that we've had as a theme every day. And I've had some bonus questions from a high school intern. She's posted some great questions. I'm having her work on a really fun FAQ project for us. And she's come up with some really great questions that I've weaved in to our daily videos. So wherever you're watching, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, feel free to go back and watch any of the videos. And in my brain, I was live yesterday and I was live about a specific topic. But on social media, I can't find proof that I actually went live. So welcome to the world of my brain, or maybe technology failing me. If you are unaware, 6.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmunes and Lyme disease, and I had to pivot everything online I was homebound. I was experiencing a lot of cognitive and physical challenges. 6.5 years later, I'm still on this journey. I'm still reliant on the virtual space. I've made tremendous progress, so much so you're witnessing it with all of these lives. I'm being able, for the first time in so many years, being able to do these videos without a script. I normally have a script and preparedness in my head, but I can do it casually and off the cuff. But I haven't been able to do that until recently. And so you're getting to see me actually do it, but I'm proving I still have more to go since I can't find the video from yesterday, or maybe I thought I did it. Not entirely sure. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer the 2 questions, yesterday's question and today's question. I'm going to build on it because the high school intern had some great additional questions that I want to weave in. Now, if these aren't the questions you want to answer, just post them in chat and I will absolutely get them for you, get them answered for you. So no worries there. All right, so let's get to the questions. And to back up, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're cool wherever you are. I thought it would be fun. Like Sunday, I was outside. I thought it would be fun to be outside, get in the sun. I've been inside all day. I was like, oh, I can broadcast it from the patio, until I realized it's over 105 out there. Depending where you are, it's anywhere from 106 to 111. No. I melted on Sunday. So I'm going to rethink that idea. So you get to have the same old background I always have. So the Grogu's back here and me. So just pretend I'm outside with the sunshine. The mirrors, the windows over there, so the sunshine's in, but I'm in AC with a fan. So we're going to stay with that. So hopefully you are having a really cool, calm, mild weather situation wherever you are watching me from. Okay, so the questions today are All right. So, what's in it for me? The ROI or return on your investment of time and money. So, what's in it for you? It's always a question I would ask when I would look at something. And what's a monthly meeting like? All right. So, first off, let's talk about the ROI. And these two kind of and what's a meeting like? They kind of go together. First off, we don't have meetings. We have events. See, a meeting, the way I am familiar with networking meetings, is there's always a speaker, some kind of program. Everyone does introductions or 30-second commercials. There's maybe some announcements or some reports from the leadership team. And there's very little, if any, time to actually have a conversation in a traditional networking meeting. And what I realized over 6 years ago is that I was craving connection and I felt like I was on the island of alone. And the connection I was craving was something more meaningful than I could get in traditional networking. And so I started looking for ways that I could bring all of my mindset and relational networking trainings that I've done over the years for corporations, entrepreneurs, and professionals. And I realized what I really wanted to do was create the experience that I was craving and that was missing, that didn't exist, a 100% relational networking experience. And so that is where Down and Dirty Networking was born, out of a need. And what I found is that other professionals were craving the same meaningful connections. They were craving the same authentic way to communicate and connect and stay free as from the fluff of traditional networking. That's what everyone told me when I asked them what their thoughts were about networking were initially. They were like, "Oh, networking." They would say it was more of a chore, but they really disliked all the fluff of networking. So here at Down and Dirty Networking, we are cutting all of the fluff of traditional networking. So you will not have to worry about travel expense, wear and tear on your car, about all of the exhaustive commute that happens sometimes, the expense of paying to attend a lunch and food and something that's really just a meal you're not going to enjoy, what I would call your rubber chicken meals. All of those things that work up and you're still not having a meaningful conversation. And now that means you then have to book additional one-to-one time where you're maybe buying drinks, coffee, or dinner, or even breakfast with somebody else and still making the expense of travel. What I've considered and what we're doing here in Down and Dirty Networking is compressing everything into a very effective format. So that's what you get. You get meaningful conversations right out of the gate. No superficial traditional networking. There are no 30-second commercials. There are no introductions. So there's nothing for you to prepare for. What you can get and what you can expect tomorrow is a curated experience, a glimpse of what it is like to have a meaningful conversation with like minded individuals who are concerned about growing their career, interested in professional development, and absolutely looking for authentic connections. That's what you can expect tomorrow. There's nothing for you to prepare except coming with a mindset to connect, with a mindset to treat everyone like they are your best friend and you want to give best friend advice to them. That's it. That's all you have to do. I will take care of everything else. The format is absolutely curated, and that's the return on your investment that you can expect. Hey, I see someone else jumping in on live. Thanks so much for joining. We're talking questions here and we're answering the question, what is the return on your investment and what can you expect from the monthly meeting? So first up, we don't do meetings here. I'm kind of anti-meeting, it's events only. I want 100% of the focus to be on meaningful conversations. I want to make sure there are connections in a much more meaningful and deep way. And I curate the format and forum for you to do that, to take all the guesswork out, to take all of the nervousness out of your new to networking and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't feel confident in my skills yet. Don't worry about it. Everyone's on the same level playing field when you're here at Down and Dirty Networking. Relational networking is about learning from someone and about someone. It's about making sure you are having a meaningful conversation to develop authentic and lasting relationships. And that's what you can expect here. One of the things that I have heard, and you'll be seeing me do a post on this, is called social capital. So you've heard me talk about reputational capital. Reputational capital is the way you're perceived by everybody else. What's your reputation with those that have interacted with you? Is it like mine was early on when I started networking because I thought networking was selling and telling? And so I was the person that said, buy my stuff every 2 seconds. My reputational capital was probably very low with you. You probably wanted to avoid me. And more than likely, you probably didn't refer me to anybody. I shudder to think of all the opportunities not offered to me because of how low my reputational capital was. But when I changed the way I was showing up and I showed up more powerfully with an interest to provide value, to learn from and about someone, And I talked less and questioned more. Talk less, question more. I love that so much. That's a core value here at Down and Dirty Networking. And I was really curious about the person I was talking to. My reputational capital soared, where people will actually start saying, this is a, oh, you're great at connections or you're a networking guru. That's where your reputational capital soars, when you're known for being an expert or excellent in however they've interacted with you. And I always strive for excellence. And I'm sure if you're watching this, so do you. You strive for excellence too, whether it be in your career, whether you're brand new in your career, you're a student trying to make your mark and get started. Maybe you're in transition to your next success and finding a post-retirement career. Maybe you're in transition and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I absolutely need to change industries and I need some help in being a pivot master, or anything in between. It doesn't matter where you are. Here at Down and Dirty Networking, you are welcomed, you are valued, you are seen. And this community will co-elevate, collaborate, and connect. So the return on your investment is not only will you be able to raise your reputational capital because of the way you're going to be showing up in our community, it will automatically translate the way you're showing up at work with your clients, your colleagues, your employees, coworkers, whatever your situation is, you will be showing up differently. Not because you sat in some down and dirty networking educational class. We don't do that. But because of the experience you provide, because of the experience you will have and experience we provide for you, you are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a game changer. So that's one of the things that you're going to see is this will ripple out into every aspect of your life, personally and professionally. So that's something that you can definitely expect and where you can figure out where the return on your investment is. Now, traditional networking sometimes meets on a weekly basis, so it's very time intensive. We meet on a monthly basis. Our events are monthly. And like I said, they're closed to members only with the exception of our virtual sneak peek. That's the exclusive glimpse that you get every so many months. So if you DM me the words sneak peek or you put it in comments, you will get access to the link, or wherever you're watching this on Facebook, whether it's on LinkedIn or YouTube, the link should be there and visible for you, or there will be a place for you to click on the event to learn more and access the link. But you can put it in the DMs and I'll get it for you. So the return of your investment is we're going to compress time. So you're not having to invest as much time. You get an extended reach than if you were doing things in person, because virtual means we have a global reach. And so we are a global community, and we start right on time and we end on time. No superfluous announcements and things of that nature. We get right into it. So the time that we are together, the 90 minutes that we are together, it's 100% focused on being connected inside the community and connecting with one another. My goal with every interaction is to raise your vibrational energy. And so when you have increased vibrational energy, things are clear, your mind is less cloudy, you can focus on the challenges at hand, and you can increase your productivity. And the reason this is so powerful, and there are several studies about this, and you'll start to see us post about this, is the social capital. Social capital is that sense of belonging, the socialization, see if I can use my words, socialization that occurs in the workplace. But what happens if your workplace culture is not one that you're feeling a sense of belonging, or you're feeling very a part of and feeling connected to? Then what happens? Well, not only in that organization are you probably not working as hard, but you're dissatisfied and everything just starts on this downward spiral. So in those moments, it is absolutely critical that you seek an outside community to raise your vibrational energy and increase your social capital. Because when you are feeling a strong sense of belonging and a strong sense of social capital, you perform better. And when you perform better, you feel better, you feel less stressed. And this is how you can avoid the burnout and anxiety that is plaguing so many right now. This is how you get off the island of alone. I told you 6.5 years ago, I really felt like I was on that island of alone, where I was isolated and all alone, being the only one going through what I was going through and the only one having to do all the things by myself to get myself out of feeling disconnected. That's a really almost impossible hamster wheel type of situation. You absolutely need the power of community and connectedness to be able to do that. And if you don't believe me, Cigna has actually deemed loneliness an epidemic globally. And loneliness absolutely affects businesses to the tune of about $154 billion in losses due to absenteeism, sick days, and lost productivity. So you need to actually feel like you belong and that you can feel fulfilled, and it can help avoid burnout. So that's the return on your investment. You're going to have better satisfaction, better reward, better health, more productivity. You're going to be able to do far more in less time because you've got a community supporting you and a brain power think tank to help you overcome challenges, spark new ideas, resources, and solutions. And you get to be the spark for somebody else. It always feels good to give. And one of the surefire ways to make yourself feel better when you're having a bad day or anxiety and depression are really kicking in on you, the best way to feel better, the best way to gain an increased confidence is to help somebody. Help one person every day is what my coaches, Chris and Jen, typically say. That's how you provide hope. Help one person every day. Inside the community, you have the opportunity to help instantly, and they have the opportunity to help you. So it is this constant co elevate that we are able to do for one another and raise everybody up. So, what's in it for you? A lot. Connectedness, community, support, increased vibrational energy, clarity. You have the ability to have a sense of belonging. And more importantly, you have access to a professional easy button anytime you need feedback. Think of it like a mini mastermind or a group of really skilled experts, a phone of friends ready to support you. You might have a business coach, you might have a life coach. What if you had a panel of them at the fingertips, at the ready to ask to answer any question or challenge? What if you're thinking, man, I would love to have a coach. I can't afford one. This is significantly less expensive than what you would pay for a coach. And this gives you access and connection. And this is what I was craving for. I pay for coaches, and yet I still needed the community aspect of it. So regardless of where you are in the community journey, wherever you are in your professional journey, you can increase your reputational capital and your social capital by increasing your sense of belonging and participating in community. So you have the opportunity to DIY it and create your own community, which takes a little bit more effort, but you do have that option. Or you can have it done for you and have everything here, whether you're a tech startup, a seasoned professional, a student, or wherever you are in your journey, have it curated for you, easy access at the fingertips. Now, I talked about what the community could provide on Sunday. So, yes, we have our own online platform. We have an app. We have so many other things available to make it super easy, convenient, and effective and efficient for you to connect and stay plugged in when you need it. So, I know that was a lot. You can go back and watch any of the past videos. But if I haven't answered the question that you really have right now, put it in chat. I'm interested to know what that question is. So I've told you we don't have monthly events. We don't have monthly meetings. We have events, and our event is tomorrow. So make sure you put in the comments or DM me the word sneak peek and come check us out for yourself. Feel free to bring a friend if you want to. This is a great opportunity to have a meaningful conversation, raise your vibrational energy, and get an exclusive sneak peek as to what Down and Dirty Networking is all about and what it's not, and what it's not, and what it could do for you. Whether we're a fit for you or not, I promise you tomorrow will be worth your time. Now, those that attend a sneak peek, you are the only ones that get an invitation to join our community. You will never see me put an invitation open to the public to join the community. You must attend a sneak peek to be able to be invited to our community. And the reason for that is we want to be a fit for you, and you need to be a fit for us. So we are growing intentionally by intentionally networking on a meaningful way. So I hope that answers some of your questions, gets you super excited to want to check us out. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the virtual sneak peek event. So DM me sneak peek so that you can get the link to learn more and to secure your spot. And then tune in tomorrow afternoon for the recap video. I look forward to connecting with you, and I look forward to chatting with you and answering any questions you might have. All right. Thanks for joining in. And until tomorrow, happy networking.